get this on a video tonight to drop sometime. So, driving into work. I will have tomorrow off. Tomorrow is my wedding anniversary. We'll be married 22 years. No kids. So, I was like, I got the time. I'm going to take it off. Have a mental health day. Told y'all Tuesday, so it's when we chat with you Thursday. Tuesday, I was in a funk. I've been in a funk for a while. So, we have these meetings every morning to kind of stand up. And we talk about our day yesterday. What did we accomplish? What do we have going on? What's the roadblocks? What's going to hinder us today? And then we'll talk about it. So, me, dummy, thinking all Zoom links are the same, put the wrong one in, so I got on early. Because on my laptop, I have to pull it up on the laptop, and then because I VPN to my desktop at work, it's a different screen. So I have to minimize my desktop, log on Zoom in the laptop, and then get on the meeting. So I was sitting there, and wasn't nobody there. It's like 8:10 rolls down, 10 o'clock, 10 after 8 is when the meeting starts. And I was there. So I'm like, crap, I'm in the wrong one. I go back, and I have to go back on the desktop and get the link, throw it in Teams, Microsoft Teams, and then pull it up on the laptop. So I do that. And I'm 2 minutes late, although I was working on an email also asking questions about something. So I'm pretty sure that somebody said, oh, she's working on an email. Anywho, pop in the meeting, and lo and behold, the VP of collections is there. I'm like, darn it, I'm 2 minutes late to a stand-up, and the big boss, VP, that's over the department right now, he's going to be over the department anyway, is in the meeting. So we're sitting there, and he's like, he thanks Eric, that's the guy that does our meetings. He's the one that's helping us run our processes. Thanks him for letting him be in the meeting. So then he's like, oh, he has an announcement to make with BOLA. That's our department. Back office, loan administration. We do a lot of crap. Anyway, so he has an announcement to make. He says, we've been looking for, a manager for your department, because the lady we're under right now, she does title, and she has her own group of people, and she's just been the manager in the interim. So he's like, we just want to announce that you found somebody. And I'm sitting there, and I'm thinking, I'm tearing up, because the guy Eric that we've been working with, and he's been helping us with our processes, and he's been helping out tremendously a lot. I'm like, crap, because I enjoy working with this guy. I worked with this guy for a really long time. When he was at service desk, I worked with him. I was still in the same department, but, I worked with him. I've seen him, in person, personally. He's in Michigan right now, and the corporate office is in South Carolina, but at any rate, now you're getting that I'm working in a corporate office, but anywho, I'm tearing up, because I'm thinking, crap, they're again pulling my support system out from underneath me, and what am I going to do? And I've been worried about some aspects of the job, and, things like that. So he announces that Eric is going to become our manager. Oh my gosh, I was just so relieved, and we were like so excited. And the VP, is like, goes through his whole announcement and everything, and it's like, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited, because I was thinking, oh crap, I said, my person that I go to is going to be gone again, and it was so sad, but so then we're sitting there, and then we're going through our daily things, what everybody has for the day, and it's almost my turn, and I lose power. So in losing power, I lose internet. So I lost everything. So it drops and my husband and I had already discussed this like a couple days ago. It's like, if we lose power in the house, we lose power out in the building because it's directed in on the garage, and the garage's power and the house power sits on the same line. So I said, if we lose power, so we can lose it out there too. So I lose power. So I'm looking, and I'm sending my friend Mary, who's in the meeting, hey, I just lost power and I don't have internet. So just to let them know. And then have to let the manager over title, she's in Ohio, I have to let her know, hey, I lost power and I lost internet. I said, can you please let Eric, who's now going to be our manager, I said, no, that I don't have power right now. So she said she would. So she said, can does it give you an estimated time when it's going to be back up? So I look on Dew Power, and Dew Power's estimate is like 12:30. So that's like 4 hours. I'm up, down, and out 4 hours. So I tell her, so well, it's going to be like 4 hours. So a few minutes later, she comes back. She goes, she says, can you go into work? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to work. And I thought about it, actually driving into work. I said, yeah, I can go. We have to give me about 30 minutes to get there. She's okay. She said, just let me know. It's all right. So I, have to change my clothes because, I can wear blue jeans to work, but I can't wear the Kiss t-shirt that I had on. So I was like, oh, crap, I got switched out. So I switched it to a long sleeve shirt and then got in the car and started driving. I don't even get out of town. I'm still in town. And I'm telling you, this town's not that big. So I'm coming out, I'm still in town, and my husband calls, looking for me. I put my phone on Bluetooth so I could hear the call. He goes, hey, the power came back on. I said, okay, great. So I turn around and I come back. Well, because I said, it would take me 30 minutes, I was like, well, crap, I'm hungry. So I went ahead and made breakfast for both of us, and then took my breakfast out there, and then got back on the computer at 9:30. So, I got back on, everything was great, hunky dory, and I kind of called everybody. I said, do you want to know how you feel about, Eric being the manager? And everybody was excited, so that's all good. So just want to make sure, because I knew there would be, but I just want to make sure, there were no issues or anything. So had a little chat with everybody, and then got off that, and then, went back and did my normal job. So I was going to have to stay. So I was like, well, I'll stay an hour. So that's what I did. So I worked, and then I came inside, and it's Wednesday night, so Les goes to church on Wednesday nights because he has choir practice. Well, not so much choir practice, but he plays on Wednesday nights. But then they did have practice last night because he came home a little bit later, and like, why are you so later? And he's like, well, we had a practice. I'm like, you really? He goes, yeah, because that's a whole nother story. So he's talked about that. But anyway, after I ate my supper, I went out there and finished my hour up. So I was like, I didn't feel like diamond painting. I was just like, I'm just going to go inside and watch some TV. Had a little relaxing moment. I'm still tired. I went to bed late. I got to stop that hot mess, but it is what it is. I'm doing it again tonight, and I have to get up early in the morning, so looking forward to that. So I didn't diamond paint last night, like I said, so I came inside and was watching TV. So watching some Bones, and at the part in Bones where they've had the baby, the girl Christine, and they're still kind of dealing with Pallant, but I got kind of on board with it. Like, well, I said I need to watch something else, so I'm trying to find a movie or something. Went to HBO, like, can't find anything. I was like, well, crap, I said I ain't been on Amazon Prime lately, and I know that I started watching Wheel of Time, and I didn't finish that, and then they got, of course, the Lord of the Rings one. It's like, well, I said I gotta pay attention if I'm gonna watch that. I kind of just want something to watch, but not where I have to use my brain too much. So I was like, well, I'll start watching Upload, because a lot of people have talked about how good it was. It's like, I'll start watching that. Oh my gosh, y'all, That's why I'm in bed late, because I watched, like, I don't know, 6 episodes, just like back to back to back to back. And that show is so, it's out there, but it's not so hard to believe that, that in a future that they may actually be doing crazy crap like this. So I'll just give you the little synopsis, basics part of it. So the upload is a place where when you die, they create an avatar off of your face, and they have your head. So that's where they pull all your memories and things of that nature that you did while you were living, and they put it in this avatar, and then you're in this realm living, forever, and somebody is paying for this. So this man's girlfriend already has an account because her family's rich and blah blah blah. So she lets him use her account, and he goes to this upload realm. And there's like different, I think, places, but his is a fancy schmancy place because she's so rich. But she controls everything. So she controls what he wears. She controls what he buys. So he doesn't know the password, so he can't buy, anything. So, but, like for him, even though he doesn't need to eat or do anything like that, there is like, free food. So, and then they also plan his funeral, and he can participate in his funeral, which to me is bizarre, but anyway. So that's, what that is for that. So it's just like I said, it's not too far out there, because I'm pretty sure they can do this. I don't know why they would, but anywho, don't make anybody think about doing this, because I think it's crazy. But it is what it is. So it's just him dealing with, number one, he's young and he's dead, and number two, dealing with the fact that he lives in this place. His mind is in a place, because he doesn't have a body, it's just his mind, and he's going to live in this place forever until his loved one, which is his girlfriend, joins him in another, good Lord, 50 years is what she said, but who knows. So, and then, getting used to the other people that are there, that have, dead and gone, and pictures that they use. And you have to think about this is, depending on how a person, died, and we're talking about this, the year that he dies is 2033. That's 11 years from now. Anywho. So, and then at what age you die. So, like, one of the characters is a kid, and he died like when he was 8, because he had he just died at that age. So you're trapped, and whoever's put you there in a place with just and you're an avatar, but like I said, you still have your memories and things of that nature. You're you're an avatar. I mean, I don't know how else to explain it, but you're an avatar, but it has all your memories and things of that nature. And but you're there trapped. It's like, for the kid, he's trapped there as a kid. I mean, he should be like 18 now. So he's 10 years has passed for him. He dies when he's 8. 10 years has passed, and he's at 18-year-old mind, or he's been there 10 years, and he should have an 18-year-old body, and doesn't have it because he's still stuck in an 8-year-old body. But whoever his parents are, the one that put him there, they control what he does and he doesn't do, and they control whether or not he ages, because you could change his age and change his body and change his avatar, but they don't, because he died when he was 8. And then they have because the girlfriend's family's like so rich, they've been in this for a while. Her like great grandmother or grandmother's in there, and her avatar, her picture's black and white. So you have that. So it's a little bizarre. But if, you want a younger picture of yourself, because you definitely don't want a picture of yourself if you're like in your 90s when you die, And I wouldn't want to be that kind of avatar, but So that's kind of like him just dealing with, number one, being young and died, and number two, being stuck in this place and dealing with that, and then being controlled by his girlfriend. So, but it's funny. He's funny. I mean, the crap that he goes through, and you're just like, it's just so bizarre. But it's addictive, apparently, because like I said, I was watching back-to-back episodes. I mean, it was like 12:30 last night. And my husband comes in and he goes, "Oh, you're still up." I was like, well, he had shut the door because he was gaming. So I was like, okay, this works for me. I'm just going to sit here and watch, some of this. I'll be good. So, sorry, I got yawned again. So that's what, he was doing while I was watching it. So today, when I get home, after fixing the dinner and decide what we're going to eat, I'm going to work on my picture. Because that's what I got to work on it. And I'll say this, like I said, this is what you do. Most of us diamond painters do this to either get ourselves out of a stressful situation, or was what I do to relax, and I miss it when I don't do it. I guess I'm missing out on an endorphin, and I was kind of grumpy last night because I knew I missed working on my picture, but I just wanted to watch TV. I mean, if I'd done less, it'd been a little bit later than it was. I think I would have stayed out there at least in a square, 500 square. But I didn't. So that's all I'll be doing tonight. So I'll make sure I get some video and done. But I'll put this voice recording with the next video, and it will be square number 2, because I've got 4 of the videos uploaded, and then I'll wait probably and upload the next group here maybe this weekend. So I have like my first 5,000 drills placed, so I marked it off, and I cut my cover paper, and it's like that's going to be my square there, big square is 5,000 drills placed. And I thought about maybe still talking with you, but putting a couple of videos. I mean, the videos are 500, like I said, I can do 500 drills in 30 minutes, and that's what I've been doing with the first custom is time lapse and then putting music to it and putting it out there. But I was thinking about I could time lapse 2 videos, and then have enough voice stuff recorded, because driving into work is almost 30 minutes, and then put that together, and then you'd have two videos time lapsed, but have a rambling to go with it. So I thought about doing that, and I would have enough. I got enough videos to do that, especially with the first picture, and I would definitely have it with the second one, because like I said, I've already got 5,000 drills done. So that's, if I'm doing 500, that's 10 videos. Is that right? Yeah, 10 videos. I only have 4 uploaded, so I could do 2, 3, and 4, and I can time lapse all 3 of them 10 minutes and still have the time to put the voice recording on. So I'll probably just put 2 together. I think that would be good. Put 2 together, and then maybe talk to you on the way home, and that would be another rambling. And I have to say, I put that video out Tuesday, and I was just telling you how I felt, and I don't have that many subscribers, but like I said, it's a saturated in YouTube. There's a lot of us doing all this. I mean, some of us have been doing it longer than others. Some of us are new to the craft. I mean, you're a crafter, and so that's, there's a lot of people out there that are crafters and do different things. And like I said, but anyhow, I did have someone come on and comment and validate to me that she liked my rambling. So thank you, Crafting with V. I'm reaching out here. I appreciate you commenting and letting me know, because it gives me validation. It gives me validation that, somebody is watching it. Thank you, appreciate it. Yes, it does take time to get to 100. It's just going to take time. I have to get past that. I think it'd be better if I didn't look at my channel every day to see how things are going. If I just left it alone and didn't look at anything, just uploaded videos. But it's kind of hard when you're uploading videos not to look at the channel part, because you're in the YouTube studio. But if I could just get past not looking at my channel all the time, I think I wouldn't be so stressed about it. So that's what my goal is for November, is just get videos uploaded and don't look at the statistics. But now that's where I see, that's not really where I see my comments, because when I pulled my tablet up last night, it showed me where she had commented. So I'll see it because it'll come through my email. So as long as I pay attention to that, I'll be fine. So that's kind of where it was. So I just want to say thank you for validating for me that you're watching and you're listening and you enjoy the ramblings, because I tell you, I talk about 20 minutes. I'll just go and talk about 20 million things, but I'm trying to think of things to talk to you about, because apparently I live a boring life. I don't have kids, so I can't really talk to you about, my kids did this, and my husband, but I don't want to bore you to death about crazy stuff that he does. So plus I don't know who else gonna be watching, so I gotta be trying to be careful too. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna yawn on the way to work, because I ain't had my coffee yet either. I'm the type of person that I have to be good and awake before, number one, I can eat anything, and number two, I can drink anything. I could drink water, but drink my coffee. And you're supposed to wait till you're good and awake anyway before you drink your coffee, because it's not good for your stomach. My friend Mary told me that. She read that somewhere. Something about something in coffee. It's not good for you first thing in the morning until you're good and awake. That's why I told her. So I can't eat or drink anything until I'm good and awake anyway. It's amazing that I'm driving down the road here. But it is what it is. I gotta get myself going here. So that is dots right now. That's what I dealt with yesterday and today. So today being Thursday. Yay, I'm so glad it's Thursday, but oh my gosh, y'all, I'm so behind at work. I tell you, what sucks about working from home right now is that I'm working off a laptop. That one little bitty screen is all I'm working off of. And at work, I got 2 monitors, so 2 screens, which is great when you're working on a spreadsheet and whatever information you're using, it sits on one screen, and your spreadsheet sits on another screen, and then you can see what you're doing. You can't do that with a laptop. It's constant going up and down, up and down. You throw the page up, throw the page down, throw the page up, throw the page down, with whatever you're doing. So I got caught up on one thing I need to get caught up on, so I will be back on that daily, except for I'll miss Friday. But eventually that's coming off of me, and then we'll be back dealing with 2 things that we need to deal with, which is on the other part of the meeting, and what I was concerned about is the second process that we do. We work with Consumer Credit Counseling Services, and we work with them to help make payments on our customer accounts. So I was worried about that because there was so much emphasis on something else. I was like, this is going to take away from this. But then the VP did tell us that hopefully in the 4th quarter, y'all won't believe how many times I've heard this statement, but he did say in the 4th quarter, so of 2023, starting October, we'll see how set in stone this is going to be, that we would have a collection software. We don't have one now. We haven't had one ever. It's been promised for like 5 or 6 years now, so it's kind of like one of those things I'll believe it when I see it. But he did say that, it will be here next year. And the program, the CCCS program pieces there, is a place for that in that type of software where, you can pull the accounts in from your point of sale system, work them as a CCCS, and not have to worry about customers being called and collected on wire they're in a CCCS program, which I think is awesome. So I was excited about that, and I told him that also, that I was glad that they were fleshing that out, because that's part of the money that this we generate for the company, and it's a good amount of money. So we get we have a good year, and this year I think we're doing pretty good, because this month, October, we did really good month. So we can bring in $1 million just through the CCCS program in a year for the company. So that is what we're dealing with. I was getting ready to turn left on a red light, so I can't do that. Even though the road's closed, but it is what it is. I thought, can't do that. You can turn right, but you can't turn left. The laws of traffic still apply. So, the roads closed because they're working on sidewalks and things of that nature. So the back way when I come in, when I'm trying to avoid all the traffic lights when I'm going through town, I can't go my normal way, so I'm still going through some red lights, but it's not like what it is on the main street there. So, and I'm almost at work, so. But anyhow, so they are building that program out, which I'm excited about. And then I told my friend, I said, well, when they start building this program out, that's the part I want to go into. I said, because the other part we deal with, I said, I'm tired of doing the other part. I want to go into this new part. So that's what that is. And I'm almost at work. I'm so excited, because after this is my Friday. But I got a crap ton of stuff to do, and I got meetings today. That's what else hits my time of meetings. And then when I'm at work, I got the 2 screens, I'm good. And when I'm home, like I said, I'm on that laptop, and I'm pushing everything down. Morning. Can't do anything, so I worked on part of that yesterday. So I worked on Monday's payment stuff. So I have Tuesday and Wednesdays and whatever comes in today. I don't know if I'll get to today's.